जय राधा माधव जब बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनन्दन व्रज जन रञ्जन। यशोदनन्दन व्रज जन रञ्जन। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। यमुना तीरा वनचारी। जयो राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जयो राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। गौर प्रेमानंदे। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमस्वरूपाचार्य अष्टोत्तर डिवाइन ग्रेस एसी भक्त अभयचंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमस्वरूपाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती महाराज की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्रीमद् भागवत पुराण की जय। समवेत भक्तवृंद की जय। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. Thai Gaur Premanandi. Hari Hari Gaur. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki. Srimad Bhagavatam Canto 10 Chapter 67 Verse 21 22 21 20 23. Okay. Okay. Word to word meaning. Tatam. Then Amunchat be released. Sila of stones. Varsham rain. Balasya upari on the top of Lord Balram. Amarshita frustrated. Tat, that. Sarvam, all. Chirnayam, asha, pulverized. Leelaya, easily. Mushala, ayuda, the wielder of the club. You have on your phone, right? Tato, tato amunachila avarsham. ततो अम्नाशशीलवर्षम् बाला उपारि अमर्षिता बालस्युपारि अमर्षिता तत्सर्वं चूर्णयम् आशा तत्सर्वं चूर्णयम् आशा लीलाया मुसलायदा लीलाया मुसलायदा ततो अम्नशीलवर्षम् बालस्य उपरि अमश्रिता तत्सर्वं चूर्ण्यम् ईशा लीलायामुश्लायुधा Hare Krishna. Go ahead. Hare Krishna. लीलायामुश्लायुधा ओम ज्ञानतिमृन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुन्तं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवं च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं सजीवं साद्वैतं सवधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदासगणलिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपीश गोपिकांत राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी विशुभानुसुदेवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पवनेभ्यो वैष्णवभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Suswagatam, welcome to Srimad Bhagavad class, Canto 10, chapter 67, verse 23. So translation is the title is Balram slays Devida Gorilla. The angry ape then released a rain of stones upon Lord Balram, but the wielder of the club easily pulverized them all. Srila Prabhupada writes, when no more trees were available, Divida took help from the hills and threw large pieces of stone like rainfall upon the body of Balram. Lord Balram, in a great sporting mood, began to smash those big pieces of stone into mere pebbles. Even today, there are many sports wherein people enjoy striking a ball or similar object with a stick or bat. This sporting prophecy exists originally in the Supreme Personal Godhead, who playfully Lilaya pulverized the deadly boulders hurled at him by the powerful Divida. Hare Krishna. So the title is uh, Balram slays Divida gorilla, and in this particular translation it says the gorilla ape Divida, he got angry and he released a rain of stones upon Lord Balrama. But the Lord Balram with his club wielder easily possessed them all. So Balram's one name is Haladar. Haladar means one who holds up law. So we see Balram on the altar. I stooping on the arm. We can see that one is plow and one is a club to the arm. So generally, whenever Lord performs pastimes, generally we become angry in this material world, and there is a fight. But if, suppose both person are not angry on each other, then there will be no fight. Similarly, here the angry ape then released a rain of stones upon Lord Balram, but the wielder of the club easily pursued them all. So he tried to make Balram angry, especially. So devotees generally everything has to be used in service of Krishna. So when Balram saw that this ape was trying to do some mischievous activities to the young girls, then he became very angry. And he also heard that, and he came to know about Divida had given a lot of trouble to the residents of Dwarka. So he became, yeah, to the Mathura. So he punished Divida very severely now. Here he says, the angry ape then released a rain of stones upon Lord Balram, but the wielder of the club easily purged them all. Srila Prabhupada writes, when no more trees were available, Divida took help from the hills and threw large pieces of stone like rainfall upon the body of Balram. Lord Balrama, in a great sporting mood, began to smash those big pieces of stone into mere pebbles. Hare Krishna. So Balrama easily he was playing in a sporting mood, and this demon was throwing trees and stones, and Balram crushed everything like that. Similarly, there's divine qualities and demonic qualities. We have to pray to the Lord for His mercy. You always require the mercy of the Lord and His pure representative. Then only we can cross this ocean of material existence. We can become free from the enemies which are within us: lust, greed, and anger. This is the three gates leading to hell. So when Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Arjuna also asks, what is the greatest enemy? Lust is the greatest enemy. So here, it's like when we enter the door, there are different gates. Similarly, conditioned souls is identifying with the body. Body is made of senses, five senses, knowledge acquiring senses, and five working senses. And next 11th is the mind. And the false ego constitutes this body, total of this substance. So when we are bodily conception of life, one should become free from designation. That's all. Not identify with this body or a body relation, that we are spirit souls, we are part and parcel of Krishna. That's what Krishna consciousness is. As spiritual souls, we are all eternal. We have awaken our dormant Krishna consciousness, which is original in everything, every living entity. So here, Krishna, Balram is what Balram also Krishna is performing pastimes. In Vaikunta, there is nobody to fight. So Krishna comes to this material world and he performs pastime. So his devotees come, Jai Vijay, like that. Different demons come and they have passed and Krishna kills them each one and they get liberation. So here similarly Balram Divida, he was a great devotee of Ramchandra, and Divida and his brother Maninda, they were associates of the Lord. Imagine that position. In Bhagavatam, we can see all like that. Ajamil, he was born in a Brahman family. Then, due to bad association, he lost all his good qualification. It's all totally obvious. Yeah. Vritasur, he was a demon, but he also got benefited. It's total opposite like that. Hare Krishna. You see all these pastimes. All the, Bilva Mangal Thakur, he was attracted to an opposite this and prostitute. But when she told that attraction to this body, you have same attraction to Krishna, then Bilva Mangal Thakur went towards Vrindavan, and on the way also he was attracted by an opposite sense object, form of the Lord, form of a woman. So this is the material bondage in this world, attraction of man and woman. Then it begins with that, and then that becomes a tight knot, and that binds us in this material world. Especially in this age, Kali Yuga, sannyas is not recommended. But for the preaching purpose, Srila Prabhupada gave sannyas. So when you stay in Grahast ashram and wherever Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, wherever you stay, but be perform your activities for the pleasure of Lord Sri Krishna, whatever activities you do. So, but in end of life, one should take sannyas. It's also recommended. So there are different ashramas, varna and ashrama. One has to follow this one ashrama. Generally, in Kalo Shudra Sambhava. There's no Brahmanical training. There's no training of Brahmachari, Grahastha, Naprastha, Sannyasi. So from Sudras, like the more than Shudras in Kali Yuga, you can say, as Kali Yuga progresses. One, but devotional service is very powerful. And that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Harir Nama hi kevalam, kalo nasteva nasteva gatiranyata. So similarly, here we see Balram and Divida. Divida is doing some mischief. Today there are many sports where people enjoy striking ball. So this sporting began from Lord Krishna. Everything comes from Krishna. Whatever we see in this world is a perverted reflection. Uh, it's all temporary. We are eternal spirit souls. We have eternal relationship with God. So one should take Krishna consciousness very seriously, very determined. One should become sincere and serious in Krishna consciousness because we cannot cheat Krishna. But Krishna is very kind. He is Bhakta Vatsala. He is very kind to his devotees. And Krishna's devotees are very kind to more than Lord like that. They take all the trouble to preach the message of Krishna. In all circumstances, they preach this message, whether they are in hell or heaven or wherever they are put in the circumstances, they preach the message of Krishna. So, if you want to be protected from the evil of Maya, then one has to be determined to become Krishna consciousness. One should constantly chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. There's a simple formula for this. So all the impurities can be cleaned, because the impurities are like just when you show a lamp to the Lord. When the lamp there is not sufficient ghee, it turns black. So before being conscious, you have to be Krishna conscious, like that. Similarly, this false ego and the body consist of senses and knowledge and working, identifying the body. We become it just like a lamp which becomes black. Similarly, he becomes false in Maya like that. One should remain in the light of, one should keep Krishna within. Always think of Krishna, offer obeisances to Krishna, worship Krishna. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Man manam mad bhakto mad yaji mam namaskuru, and worship me. Hare Krishna. So these are the very instructions, very powerful. How much we surrender we are, how much we apply in our life. So it's because material world is a place of miseries. In this material world, we try our best. Whatever position, name, fame, they are all temporary. Even this body is temporary. So we say so we say the sporting propensity only exists 15% who playfully was the deadly boulders hurled at him by the powerful Divida. So Divida was very powerful because he performed devotional service, but he committed an offense. He had a bad association. He came in contact with Narakasura. Narakasura was a demon, and Narakasura was killed by Lord Krishna. And Divida had committed an offense to Lakshmana, the brother of Ram. He disrespected Lakshmana and other devotees. So in that way, there was a cause of his offense like that. He had to go to this. So it's beautiful. In every this Srimad Bhagavatam, we can see in the beginning it says, like Parikshit Maharaj is inquiring from Sukdev Goswami. Parikshit Maharaj had 7 days like that. Uh, so yeah, one should take seriously. But he, all the great sages, he was cursed by a Brahmana. That was a ill fortune that he will be die. Parikshit Maharaj will die within 7 days. He was the king of the whole universe. So he asked all the sages and all the great personalities what should be done. He said one should hear Srimad Bhagavatam. So just by reciting Bhagavatam, reading Bhagavatam, hearing Bhagavatam, all begins from hearing about spiritual life. So one should take seriously hearing about these scriptures. Then we can apply in our life. Like suppose it says like the different Prabhupada says three weapons: prasadam, harinam, book distribution. Prabhupada emphasized in this too. So, yeah, wanted books to be distributed, but we have to take this knowledge. Janma sartha kari paropkar. The knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. We cannot know Krishna in full, but Krishna is unlimited. Like Balrama is, Parikshit Maharaj is saying, I want to hear about Balrama, the unlimited, immeasurable, uh, whose activities are very astounding. So immeasurable, unlimited, immeasurable. How can a condition know Krishna? Krishna's pastime are so much unlimited, immeasurable, and very astounding. Very, we forget, but we have to again hear, again read, and apply in life. This is very important. So Parikshit Maharaj was wanted to hear from Balrama, the unlimited pastimes of Lord. Hear about Balram from Sukdev Goswami. Sukdev was Goswami, a liberated soul. He was a pure representative of. So hearing is very powerful. Hearing, one should hear. That's how all our spiritual. The more we hear, more. But it's not possible. Maya distracts us. Like Srila Prabhupada says, here in this country, especially, you're very charming, attractive. This opposite objects like that. Woman, you come bewildered. His Prabhupada saying his disciples like that. So don't be distracted by you be attracted to Krishna. That become more attached to Krishna's holy name. Be more attached to the hearing about Krishna. So this beautiful from this one verse, so much things we can. Parikshit Maharaj was very eager to hear about the astounding, unlimited pastimes of. Was very. He wanted to hear about the unlimited, immeasurable, astounding pastimes of Balram. Yeah, all in this whole Srimad Bhagavatam, Parikshit Maharaj wants to hear about Krishna. So that's the real medicine for a material disease person. We are all material disease and different degrees. So Krishna consciousness is the solution. So the ape is Sukdev Goswami is relating to Parikshit. There was an ape named Divida who was a friend of Narakasura. He was the brother of Maninda. So he tore up mountains and tried to harm the residents of Anartha. That was province of Krishna. First, he tore mountains, and he with the mountain he devastated the whole kingdom of Anartha. Especially, he tried to arrest the residents of Hari, that Anartha. Then next he entered the ocean. He was so strong; he had the strength of 10,000 elephants. He smashed the ocean and flooded the province of Anartha, Krishna's place. And then he tore down trees. So first he mountains he tore, Then he created disturbance to the city. Then in ocean he tried to the, and then he tore down trees, and he harassed the hermitages, and they were the great sages, and contaminated their sacrifice fire with feces and urine. So previous chapter it was says, the actually sacrifice. Krishna also says the yagya dana tapasya. One should not give up these three things: chanting of the holy name, yagya dana charity, and austerity. Like that, one should not give up these three things. Yagya dana. So human life is meant for austerity to purify our existence. We have this body that is a proof. It's contamination. It's because of sinful life. This is body is a proof that. So similarly here, this wicked ape Dvida, he's trying to harass the devotees. Then he's trying to harass the great sages, and he's contaminating this place with feces and urine. Actually, when we approach Lord Krishna, Krishna is the supreme pure. Once when Mataji had told that when I was doing altar deity worship, he said, "Oh, you look very good there on the altar," and I kept in little puffed up, like puffed up means little. But she next told that not many people stay over there. Hare Krishna, because Lord is supreme pure. To approach Lord, we have to become pure, very clean. Brahman, Vaishnava is above Brahman, so one has to be internally clean and externally clean to approach the Lord. So, like this demon is trying to contaminate the egg with feces and urine. So there are different restrictions. In like blood is considered impure, or the DT room extension is kitchen, like that. We were so everything. Our consciousness, main thing is our what's the consciousness. Krishna sees the bhava of the devotees, like that. So one has to first basic things like that. There. Otherwise, like where there are many hospitals, why people become sick if there are so much big hospitals? Because impure contamination, and that's considered in four pillars of sinful life: intoxication, gambling, illegal maidens, four pillars of sinful life, like that. Hare Krishna. But devotional service is very powerful. Look, we take shelter of Krishna. Krishna protects us in all circumstances. We take shelter of his devotees, then devotees' protection is there. The devotees are very merciful. They are giving us an opportunity to serve Lord, like that. So it's very Krishna consciousness is a very pure this stage, pure conscious. We have to elevate our consciousness, Krishna consciousness. We have to be conscious before being Krishna consciousness. Whether I'm doing a service like the Divida, he was with the Lord, but he committed an offense, like that. But one has to be determined not to commit offenses, and not go on doing the same thing again and again, like that. So he contaminated the sacrifice with feces and urine, like that. And this, there's a vast, then like a vast small insects. So this different. He took a mountain, he tore mountains, then he splashed the ocean with his arms and flooded the province of Anartha. Then he went to the places of hermitages and polluted that places by his unclean these activities. Then he imprisoned the innocent people, uh, man and woman, in a cave, and closed that caves with boulders, like that, big, huge. Then he started to harass the neighboring kingdom, and he started to pollute the woman, respectable woman, like of family. Finally, heard a nice, sweet song from Revata mountain, and he became very attracted. Balram became very attracted. Divida became very attracted to Balram's, and he saw the beautiful. And when he saw Balram was performing pastime with the gopis, young girls of Raja, they were very young. They were, and Balram was looking very beautiful. He like a lotus. He had a lotus garland. His all body is very, very excellent, like that. And they were laughing and they were enjoying. And he was intoxicated with the Varuni liquor. And this Jivida saw this. Then he started to make very odd gestures to these young girls, because the young girls, they are very in a childish. They were used to joking and this silliness, so they didn't took it seriously. And Dividas climbed a tree and he tried to shake it, and that's because he want to distract from Balram. This, he made a street noise, kila kila kila, kila kila kila. We have Kia car shop. There should be some noise. Or this world is a hard struggle for existence. Like lion, even is a king of jungle. It has to work hard. Even an ant has to work very hard. And when the lion goes for a prey, nobody goes there. You're the king of the jungle, and there is a bird following that makes him sound kia kia, and all the animals run away. But somehow it gets its prey and keeps it stored, blood, flesh, whatever like that. So this ape Divida, he made a sound like with the branches. He wanted to distract the attraction of this, and then he started to insult the girls by making a showing his lower portion of the body like that. This angered Balram very fast. Then Balram hurled a rock at Divida, and Divida dodged this, and he started to make a laugh. Then this became very, and he too broke the pot of liquor, Varuni liquor, which was in the hand of Balram. Uh, so Balram became very angry. So because the ape and the Devada was very he was falsely proud of his this pride. Pride does not make attracts. Pride is the made obstacle in our devotional service like that. Krishna can give like Devida gave Devida. He was became very powerful by performing devotional service. So one should not be proud, we should be pride. That's all teaching of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a very humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street, more tall than the tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige. So high stage it is like that. So it's not so simple. It's simple. Uh, Human life is meant for thinking high, not low thinking. We should divert our to the attraction of Krishna's Balram's pastimes. Because Balram gives us strength in spiritual life. Nityanand Prabhu gives us strength in spiritual life. We have to pray for their mercy. That's very nice. So, so then after throwing stones, then Balrama smashed with his club like that, and his plow weapon, whatever he threw. Then he plucked trees, uprooted trees, and same thing happened. Balram struck them. Then Balram was struck with a trunk, but no, sorry. So, yeah, he rushed to tree trunk. Yeah, tree trunk. Then he became motionless like a mountain. Um, f- fell on. And he struck with his club named Sunanda. Then Balram struck Divida with the club named Dina. Then whole head of Divida was pouring blood like mountain beautified by red oxide, it says. Then Divida uprooted another tree and again struck Balram. And then Balram broke into 300 pieces. He became very angry. And then foolishly they were there trying to uproot all the trees in the forest. There was no trees. Then finally he started to fight with fist, hand to hand with Balram. So Balram also left his plow and wheeler, and finally uh, Balram hit Divida hit Balram on the chest, but Balram was not moved. Then Balrama hit on his collarbone on this demon Divida, and blood came and he fell down dead over there. And then the demigods, sages, they all became very happy, they became very joyful, and they shot flowers like that from demigods like that. So this Divida who disturbed the whole world, and then he was killed by Balrama, and everybody chanted the glories of the Lord. Hare Krishna. So this is very nice teachings of this chapter. You have to get many. This one has to be very careful of offenses. One should not be falsely pride of devotional strength, and no, be pure like that when you approach the Lord like that. And we approach Krishna is all pure. That when we approach Krishna, we also become pure. And this holy name of the Lord is all pure like that. So there's many wonderful Kartik month, lot of festivals, lot of is the most auspicious which ended yesterday. But yesterday means today is night in India. Means today is last day actually in US. Today is morning. Right. Kartik month 27th according to calendar. So in this month, especially one should stay in Vrindavan and perform devotional service. And whatever devotional service performed there is thousand times this that. And if you commit offense also, that's thousand times. But in other places, 100 times like that devotional activities. But especially Kartik month is very important. We have to take oaths like that. Yeah, like especially this 5 days of Bhishmaka. Bhishmaka, one has to in Bhishmaka there are different. This one should fast on Ekadasi. Then he can take water, and then second day water, fruits like that, and third day grain like that. So and then offering to the Lord different flowers, different and leaf like from the feet, lotus feet. We can offer flowers to the Lord, lotus flower. And especially this Ras Yatra also today, this month it starts Ras Leela Krishna. So the you can offer flowers to the Lord with like 8 gopis to Krishna's picture or photo like that, deities like that. Very nice, auspicious month. Hare Krishna. So I will be going to read from this, all this one. And another is of yeah. Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. Gaur Kishore Das Babaji's discipline. Yeah, yeah. He was a very exalted personality, a pure devotee of Lord Vipralamba. He traveled in the forest of Vrindavan for 12 years like that. He performed a lot of austerities and chanted the holy name of the Lord. He was totally detached from all material this. And then he had a Diksha, he had a Babaji initiation like that. And then he went on Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He was his Siksha Guru Guritsism, and sometimes he says the two description Bhakti Vinod Thakur. We see on the picture that's Gaur Kishore Babaji and Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Bhakti Vinod told you go to Mayapur like that. Uh, so Gaur Kishore, we can learn from this traveling in the forest of Vrindavan, the forest of Vrindavan. There are 12 forests, Madhuvan, like that. Very 12 forest in Vrindavan. It's very this forest. They are like actually conditioned soul cannot understand. Like generally people may be wondering what the spiritual activities, but conditioned soul cannot understand what they are doing devotional service. But it's totally transcendental. Similarly, this forest of Vrindavan also is very transcendental. The trees, they are all desired trees like that. They are not ordinary. They all give pleasure to Lord Sri Krishna. And yeah, Badrivan, Kamyavan, Kadrivan, like that. Vrindavan, 12 forest of that. So we go sing. So yeah, there's 12 forest of Vrindavan. That's main 12 forest. East and west of Yamuna. There's 12 forest is yeah. The Padma Puran describes 12 principal forests east and west of Yamuna. East side is Madhuvan, Talavan, Kumudvan, Kamyavan, Bolvan, Vrindavan, and Kadiravan. So again, so this 12 forest, they are like east side is Madhuvan, Madhuvan, Talavan, Kumudvan, Kamyavan, Bolvan, Vrindavan, and Kadrivan. Very nice. This like in science they use some scientific words. This is Sanskrit word, spiritual. Even reciting this uh, names we benefit hearing this. Madhuban, if you visit, then so much benefit is there. We can learn from the example of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. He performed very severe austerities in Vrindavan. Srila Prabhupada's spiritual masters used to say that if you go to Vrindavan, don't take a return ticket. Don't come to this again to this material activities like that. Take to this forest of Vrindavan. Hare Krishna. And we can learn from the Goswamis also, like Brigu Goswami. They were not attracted to some material activities like that, karma kanda. And Narotam Das Thakur wrote a song that uh, Manushya Janma Paya Radha Krishna Na Bhaiya Janya Sunya. How can I understand Bhugur? Bhugur Goswami was a great exalted Vaishnava. He was on the order of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He went to Vrindavan, and but he did not want to leave Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but he had to follow the instructions like that. And sorry, quickly, I'm a little confusing. Bhugurvan and Loknath Swami, they both were very senior Vaishnavas, but Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told go to Vrindavan and find out the places in Vrindavan like that. Very nice. So these are 12 forests. So east side are Madhuvan, Talavan, Kumudvan, Kamyavan, Bolvan, Vrindavan and Khadrivan. Madhuvan, Talavan, Kumudvan, Kamyavan, Bolvan, Vrindavan and Khadrivan. Western side is Mahavan, Bandirvan, Lovana, Bhadravan, Balivana. Krishna performed various pastimes in this 12 forest. So we can see this Lord Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, Western are Mahavan, Badrivan, Lovan, Badravan, Balivan. Krishna performed. So there are different, and Madhuvan means place Krishna and Rani is performing pastimes. Madhu means honey, like it's all very nectar, like that. Very. Then Talavan is a place where Krishna killed the demon, Balram killed the demon named Denakasura. Yeah. Yeah. Talavan means there is fruits of Tala, forest of tal trees. It's like a palm trees. Then Kumudvan is a place where lily flowers are grown in water. It's a very nice fragrance. Then there's Kamyavan, then Bolvan, Badravan, Khadrivan, Mavan, Lovan, Bulvan, Badrivana. So it all starts from Mathura. You start the 12 forests. Mathura. Mathura is the first place. Uh, That is Vishram Ghat. There are many ghats, like bathing ghats. The one is Vishram Ghat. Vishram Ghat is a place where Lord Krishna took rest after killing Kamsa. Even Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited this place. Even Lord Vara also visited this place. Vishram Ghat, like that. Then it goes on like this, is 12 forest like that. Vrindavan, and then where Hare Krishna. So this, and in all circumstances, we have to be Krishna consciousness. This all things as remembering of Krishna, Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's name, Krishna's form, Krishna's holy places. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, his personal example he showed like this. He was in Jagannath Puri, and then he went to Vrindavan. Like that. He was many years in Jagannath Puri. Like, Lord, yeah. Hare Krishna. So we some disciplines of Bugurga is Bugurga Goswami was a very intimate friend of Loknath Goswami. They were like body and mind. They were one each. Mahaprabhu, he went to Vrindavan to find the places of Lord Krishna's pastimes. Right? So Loknath Goswami lived together in Vrindavan as one of Narhari Thakur. Right? In Vrindavan, Bhugarav Goswami and Loknath were regarded as among the principal Goswamis. They were senior by age and experience to many. The foremost among the followers of Rupa Goswami, Narottam Das Thakur writes about Bhu, who had much affection. Oh Hari, why am I addicted to this abominable path of karma? I did not worship Radha Krishna. Hare Krishna. So this they were Bhugarga Goswami is a senior Vaishnava, Loknath Swami. They were both body mind. They were together like on order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They went to Vrindavan, uh, find the places of Lord Vrindavan, Krishna's pastimes like that. And Narottam Das Thakur says, "Oh Hari, why am I addicted to this abominable path of karma. I did not worship Radha Krishna in Braja even one. Nor could I understand the position of spontaneous devotion, Rag Marga, Swarup Damodar, Sanatan Goswami, Raghunath Goswami, Raghunath, so Gopal Bhatta Goswami, Bhagurba Goswami, Jiva Goswami, and Loknath. I never offered a drop of service to this lotus feet. How then I shall attain the goal of life? Hare Krishna. So he says, why am I addicted to this abominable path of karma? Naurottam Das Thakur, this is a good teaching for us. Hare Krishna. If you want to become Krishna consciousness, become free from this. Only Krishna, Krishna is my life and souls and nothing else. Krishna. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was mad after Krishna 24 hours. Krishna is Krishna, day and night Krishna. Hare Krishna. Very simple, simplified. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Chaitanya will describe pastime Chaitanya Govinda. Hearing the pastimes of Gaur Govinda would melt even stone. But yet, say, Krishna Das is among the most called Rasika. Devotees whose sole interest is in relishing the mellows of devotion to Radha Govind and Mahaprabhu. It says, Krishna Das Kaviraj is among the most exalted Rasika Bhakta. Devotees whose sole interest is relishing the mellows of devotion to Radha Govinda. Devotee whose sole interest is relishing the mellows of devotion to Radha Govind and Mahaprabhu. He compiled the Chaitanya Charitamrit. We describe the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Govind Lila Amrit. Srila Prabhupada also said that devotees should read Chaitanya Charitamrit, which is in Bengali, and Bengali is a sweet language. And many devotees have done this. Like His Holiness Jaypadaka Maharaj, he speaks very fluent Bengali. His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Maharaj, he also speaks Bengali. Very nice. Uh, and he compiled many books, Beginner's Guide of Krishna, and many others like that. So as he compiled Chaitanya, we discussed the past devotees whose sole interest is in relishing the mellows of devotion to Radha Govind and Mahaprabhu. Krishna Das compiled the Chaitanya Charitamrit. We describe the pastime of Sri Chaitanya and Govinda Lilamrit, describing the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Hearing the pastime of Gaur Govinda would melt even stone, but it had no effect on my consciousness. Not only I have failed to take advantage of the association of all these great souls, but I have also neglected the associates and followers. What a sad story my life has become. My life and birth are all useless. Shame on me. Thus laments Narottam Das Thakur. Hare Krishna. Again, something. Narottam Das Thakur is lamenting. Krishna Das is among the most exalted Rasika Bhakta. Devotees whose sole interest is relishing the mellows of devotion to Radha, Govind, and Mahaprabhu. Actually, these deities were given to uh, yeah, not Bhagavad, another Kashiraj. Kashiraj was given these deities to worship because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was missing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's association. Like that. He worshipped Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Radha Govind. Radha Govind is in Jaipur, that's main deities. So there are three main deities in Vrindavan. Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jai Vrindavan. See Govinda, Gopinath, Madan Mohan. Like that, 12 for it. So Srila Ishwar sent his disciples Govind and then next is of Kashishwar. Kashishwar was a god brother of Ishwarapuri. Ishwarapuri was the spiritual master of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Ishwar sent his disciples Govind and Kashishwar to Jagannath Puri to humbly serve Lord Chaitanya. Willing to accept service from his god brother Sri Chaitanya agreed since it was his guru's wish. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu first was reluctant to accept service from Kashishwara Pandit. He was a god brother of his spiritual master. But then later he accepted because his spiritual master sent him. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu agreed since it was Guru's name. Govinda bring. See, Lord Chaitanya, reluctant to accept service from his god brother Sri Chaitanya finally agreed since it was his Guru's wish. Named Kalavati and Sashireka in Vrajalila. So they both were gopis actually. Govinda and Kashivar bring Yamuna water to Lord Sri Krishna. Kashivar Pandit, who was strongly and powerfully built, used to walk before Lord Chaitanya. So he was a bodyguard of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Kashivar. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to pass Jagannath Puri, then there was huge crowd. So Kashivar was very huge built. So he used to defend from the crowd like that, like, from touching Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. After Kirtans, he would serve prasadam to all the devotees. Yeah, we have example of Murari Prabhu. Murari Prabhu was always close to Rumpad Maharaj. He served very nicely. Uh, Lord Chaitanya keeping the crowds from touching him. Even after Kirtan, he would serve prasadam to all the devotees. Murari Prabhu also is very strong and stout. Lord Chaitanya keeping the crowds from touching him. Yeah, he's 70, 80 years like that. Vaishnav Prabhu is taking care of serving Murari Prabhu. Nice. How glorious to your wonderful service. Hare Krishna. Yeah. I had an opportunity in Murari Prabhu to dress Lord Jagannath Baldeshwara. We can see the picture in the DT room. He was totally absorbed. He used to make crowns nice, very beautiful, very nice. Total absorption. Yeah. You can see turbans used to make very nicely picture, like according to the dress color matching, and very nicely, very artistic flowers is put, very conscious. Even Mangalarti sing very a lot of good qualities. Like we can see the picture Jagannath Baldev Subhadra in our DT room. That dressing was done by Murari. So Kashishwara, he was very strong, stout, and he was worshipping Rupa Goswami. Gaurasundar asked Kashmir to move to Vrindavan for worshipping Rupa Goswami's deity, Govindji. Fearing separation from Lord Chaitanya, Kashmir said, "My Lord, I must give up your association. My heart will split into two." Out of compassion for his devotee, Lord Chaitanya gave him a deity of himself. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed Kashishwar, go to Vrindavan. Uh, And then Kashishwar told, I cannot go away from you because my heart will melt. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave his deity of himself like to Kashishwar. So the both deities, Kashishwar, worship Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Govindji. Hare Krishna. It exactly resembles the deities of Govindji, which is in Jaipur. Hare Krishna. So this few things, Kashishwar, Brigur Goswami, Bhikkhu Swami on the instruct Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He went to Vrindavan and he was along with Loknath Swami, and he was very attracted to Kirtan also like that. Yeah. Kashishwar was very attracted to Kirtan and Prasadam like that. Prasad distribution like that. Actually, this is real Prasadam, hearing about Krishna. This is real prasadam. Prasadam is good for our consciousness, uh, to make us calm, peaceful, to advance in spiritual life. But the most important thing is hearing about Krishna. Like I said, Parikshit Maharaj was hearing about Krishna. That's very nice. So we heard about Brigu, Bhugarpa, Kashiraj. We heard about Balrama killing Divida demon, and the fighting should be used for service of Krishna. Anger also can be used in the service of Krishna for one's own. For we should take care of the deities, and we have to take care of the devotees. And a devotee for himself, does not become angry, but he becomes angry. Suppose a devotee is insulted or Lord is insulted. Generally, people in this world claim themselves to be God, then devotee becomes angry. So anger also can be used in the service of Krishna. So similarly, Balrama used his anger to kill Divya. And today is Tulsi Viva also. Tulsi Viva, not today, yesterday it was. It's a very auspicious, this very Tulsi. We can make a deities of Tulsi with silver, and then of deity of Govinda Krishna like that, according to our uh, limit how we have this. And like in this Tulsi Viva it says, Vashi was Lord Brahma, I've heard in ancient times, Lord Brahma about the marriage of Tulsi. I will now describe according to what is written in the Narad Panchara. One should plant Tulsi either in the house or in the forest for 3 years, and one may perform marriage after 3 years in house or forest. Tulsi, Hare Krishna. Saying Tulsi is very auspicious. Watering Tulsi is very auspicious. Circulating Tulsi is one becomes free from sinful life. Tulsi is very dear to Krishna. Tulsi is a pure representative of Krishna. Even Haridas Thakur told, when he was envious person sent in prostitute to Haridas Thakur to deviate him, and Haridas Thakur said, I have not completed my chanting of 300,000. And later she became a very exalted Vaishnava, and Haridas Thakur instructed her, you chant in front of Tulsi, like that. So we have a program in Mangalarti. After Mangalarti, we keep Tulsi, we chant in front of Tulsi. Tulsi is the pure representative of Krishna. So he says, Vash said that I've heard in ancient and from Lord Brahma about the marriage of Tulsi. I will now describe according to you what is written in Narad Pancha. First, one should plant Tulsi either in the house or the forest, and after 3 years, one may perform marriage, her marriage. The auspicious times when one may perform the marriage of Shaligram and Tulsi are described as follows. This Shaligram is a deity form, Lord is in stone form. It's in Himalayas we can find this, especially in Nepal, like that. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada said generally Nepals are like Kshatriyas. Kshatriyas are in Indian armies. There are two people like Sikh, one regiment, and Gorkhas. They are very brave and they're very truthful like that. They're very honest like that. So yeah, the devotee Nam Amrit, he's from Nepal like that actually. So there Himalayas we can find Shaligram Sila like that. It's not found everywhere. Even Govardhan is also non different from Krishna. You can worship Krishna. One should have faith like that. For devotee has faith in Krishna like that. Krishna comes in different forms like that. So yeah, we can see, and after many years, like yeah, he's very, he does Mangalarti. After many years, we are seeing this, and he chants rounds and then goes to does his service. That time very rare like that. It's very nice, good sign like that. One thing, because whatever devotional service never goes vain like that. So this devotee has this quality. It's very nice. In the beginning of the class, Srimad Bhagavatam said, Kishore, Kishore has sent you. Srila Prabhupada used to say like that. Hare Krishna. This name is now nice. The auspicious time when one may perform the marriage Shaligram and Tulsi, and this came in mind. Uh, one should not glorify condition, but no. The auspicious time when may perform the marriage of Shaligram to devotees can glorify. Perform Shaligram and Tulsi are discussed. When the sun is moving in the north, Jupiter and Venus are rising in the month of Kartik. So, especially in this month of Kartik, this worship is done of Tulsi. Then one should call four Brahmanas learned in the Vedas and appoint one to be Brahma, one to be the Acharya, one to be the Rishi, and one to be the priest. So four learned Brahmanas in the should be appointed who are learned in the Vedas, and one should be appointed as a Brahma. Uh, he's taking the pose in like pose like, and another like a priest, and another is an Acharya, and another is a Rishi. One should establish an auspicious water pot, Mangala Ghat, under the mandapa. Mandapa is like a stage, which is an open tent like that. So, and when one may perform the marriage of selling and describe follow. So in this Kartik month, is this four Brahmanas you established, and Shaligram is that's Lakshmi Narayan. One should perform this with 16 goddesses and do Shraddha ceremony. When it is thus, one should install a golden deity of Narayana and a silver murti of Tulsi according to one's means. So, golden deity of Narayana and silver murti of Tulsi according to one. With Vasha Shanta mantra, two cloths should be tied together. With Yadav mantra and marriage bracelets, Kangana should be tied on the wrist, and with Koda mantra, the marriage should be consecrated. Then the host, along with the Acharya Rishi and others, should make 9 offerings to Yagna Kunda. After this marriage rishis have been done, the wise Gurudev should offer sacrifice according to the Vaishnava ritual chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Keshwaya Namah Swaha. The host with his wife, friends, and relatives should then do parikrama of Tulsi 4 times. 4 times which we have to do parikrama. Every should they following recite in front of the Yagna Kunda. Shakta Kunda Sukta Pavami Sukta Shakti Kadayani Nama Sukta Jiva Sukta Vaishnav Samita. This you will find in, uh, if you find in Google, you'll find in his recitatories. These things. Very nice. Then the lady should blow conch and similar instruments singing auspicious mantras. Abhishek should be done. An ox should be given to a Brahmana, a cow cloth and bed touch and close to the Rishi. Dakshina should be given in this way. Installing Tulsi, one should begin her regular worship along with Vishnu. Whoever sees the marriage of Tulsi Dev will have all the accumulated sins of his life removed. Whoever with devotion plants Tulsi, collects her leaves or installs along with Vishnu will achieve liberation, the abode of the Lord. All varieties of enjoyment will enjoy along with Sri Hari. Hare Krishna. There are a few things. Tulsi Shaligram. Hare Krishna. Any comments? Any questions? Yes, Prabhu's. That's a mic over there. Get it, yeah. Hare Krishna. Yeah, three deities: Madan Mohan, Govind, and Gopi Jana Vallabha. Hare Krishna. You would like to say something? Prabhu, say something for our, add something, comments. Like to hear from you for our spiritual growth. Hare Krishna.
Maybe just one question. I mean, you touched upon it. Maybe you can clarify more, but at least for me, it's like almost like bewildering that Dravida was a personal associate of Lord Ramachandra,
Huh.
and then having that personal association, and
Hmm.
he was obviously like taking that in. I was thinking there's that verse from the Chaitanya Charitamrita, was that Lavamatra Sadhu Sangha Sarva Siddhi Hoy, that even just a moment association with a sadhu would achieve perfection. So what to speak of, Ramachandra personally. But then it's just like kind of bewildering that like he went from there and then to fighting with Lord Balaram. So I don't know if you can like speak on that a little bit more about just like how that kind of happens.
Divida and his brother Maninda, they were associates of Lord Ramchandra. It's like different acharyas give different commentaries. Jiva Goswami gives something, I think so. Jiva Goswami says like that. Particularly, he committed an offense. He disrespected Lakshmana, the brother of Ram, because he became very powerful by his devotional this coming in contact with Lord. Because when we get when we do perform devotional service, we become spiritually strong. Become this. So the false pride entered in me, and he disrespected Lakshmana and other devotees like that. So the first offense is says that commit offense as a devotee. And another thing also, this Lord wants to perform pastimes, so the demons they take a position to wander from. Yeah, Krishna want perform, Balaram want perform pastime with ordinary persons. Like he should have a nice combat. So devotees come like that. The two things are there like that. One should be careful. Offenses not to be pride of puffed up with devotional. This one should very careful when performing devotional service, because when you perform devotional, you get name, fame, everything like that. You become glorified. So it should not be on the bodily conception of life. You should be humble at all. And this is all. Actually, whatever is mercy we get, it's mercy of Guru, it's mercy of Krishna. We don't have any qualification. So, for false pride, false not to be puffed up, or not commit an offense, and this pastimes of the Lord. Perform this generally. What's your name, Prabhu?
Koki Das.
Huh?
Koki. Koki.
Kalki. Kalki Das. Okay. Your Prabhu? Hare Krishna.
Anandadas.
Anandas. Nice. Welcome to Chicago, Kishore Kishori. Hare Krishna. In this endeavor, or you come with your feet, you walk to Kishore Kishori. It's all auspicious, all beneficial. Hare Krishna. And I'm also feeling fortunate to hear from you, Kirtan. Nice you sang. Hare Krishna. Hare. Anything else? Anyone? Mataji was here before. She is very austere. Hare Krishna. Uh,
Subhkrt, you were describing the kind of worship for that would have been taking place yesterday with Tulsi Vivaha.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't fully catch that detail that in the third year a marriage is performed.
Mm-hmm.
Is it supposed to be between the deity, Lord Narayan, and Tulsi? I wasn't quite clear because
Yeah, Narayan means actually in the, it says like Tulsi Viva. It says Shaligram Sila. Tulsi is Shaligram Sila, but also it says here now Narayan and Vishnu means like that. One should make a deity of Tulsi of silver and Narayan of gold according to one's means and worship is Tulsi like that. Marriage because wearing different like this sindoor and putting a kangan like that, wearing a sari to decorate Tulsi like that. So the deity form is like that, taken of Tulsi like that. So marriage in a in tradition like that they do in Hindu tradition like India they do that. Tulsi Viva is considered very auspicious. It says one should attend this marriage and is considered very fortunate, auspicious. Comes free from sin. Yeah, generally, this Shaligram actually Tulsi Viva Tulsi. Tulsi was previous life. She married to a demon named Jalandhar, and Jalandhar was very powerful, uh, and he created many disturbance to the demons. But he had a very chaste wife, uh, previous Tulsi, and so he was powerful. He could not be defeated because his wife was very chaste. Generally, a wife should be very chaste to her husband like that. Like, actually, you should need the mercy of Lord. You should need the mercy of Mataji's Hare Krishna blessings. Hare Krishna. You want to stay in spiritual life. Or Lakshmi also is goddess of fortune. So be careful on this. Hare Krishna. So yeah. So Jalandhar was very strong. So Vishnu took the form. Vishnu killed Jalandhar, and then he took a form of Jalandhar and approached uh, his wife like that, and then she became thereafter she cursed Vishnu that you will become a stone, you my son, and then next life she comes Tulsi Devi, she becomes devotee like that. Both marriage पर तुलसी विवाह. श्रीमद् भागवत पुराण की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. हरे कृष्णा.